Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Deborah. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Taylor. Oh, you guys are great. You guys are great. So, last session, how you guys feeling?
Pretty good. Kind
Pretty
of sad.
good.
Kind of like a bittersweet kind of thing.
Yeah,
I hear you.
bittersweet.
I hear you. Okay, so let's do our one high, one low. If you've got one of each, if not, give me what you have. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
High of the week. I have these for there. I forgot.
You want us to come back to you, Rachel? No problem at all. We're totally fine with that. Who wants to go instead of Rach?
I'll go. My high was we went to Santa Cruz this weekend, or
Nice.
last weekend. It was fun. My low would probably be that this is our last session.
I hear you. I hear you. But it's a good thing too, right?
Yeah.
To have learned and be able to internalize all of it and walk away feeling confident about what you've learned, right?
Mhm.
Do you have something, Taylor?
Deborah stole my low. Let me rethink about it. High, I organized my entire room and I feel really good about it.
That's huge.
Yes, I feel on a fresh start. Things are looking up. That's good.
That's good.
Low, I really have one. It's a good week.
That's good. And that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It's okay to not have a low.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I got my
Do you have something, Rach? Okay. What do you got for us?
I got Crocs.
I got Crocs.
That
It's
is
a
a
good
high.
day.
That is a high.
It's a good day.
I don't really have a low. I'm doing pretty good.
That's
Am I the only
great.
one with a low? Is that
We
right?
all have the same.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the same low, so we don't
It's a
like.
community. We're all going to be sad that we don't see each other on a regular basis anymore, but you guys can still make that happen. So today is all about you guys and your successes. I know that I asked you guys to bring in your journals. I said that you all did. Thank you so much for doing that, because not everybody, yeah, we've seen each other for 6 weeks now, but not everybody's comfortable with reading in public and sharing their thoughts. So I appreciate you guys doing that. So I want you to go ahead and turn to the page that maybe you want to share with us, or maybe the portion that you want to share with us. You've written hopefully about improving your social skills and coping with starting at a new school and making new friends, making connections. So if you feel like you want to share any of your portions that you feel comfortable sharing, I hope that you'll share some final thoughts regarding what you've learned about yourself and others, and what you've been able to accomplish since you've been here. So take your time. Let me know when you're ready. Who wants to read first?
I'm
Oh,
ready.
Rachel,
I'm ready.
good
I'm
job.
ready.
Did you?
Okay. So, I think I'm just gonna share one thing. It's kind of small, but like it's like the main thing that I got out of this, and it's like I feel more confident in expressing myself, like in being a little more extroverted, and like just stepping out and like feeling more comfortable talking to people, which is a really cool thing.
That is a huge thing, right? And that's really the basis for this whole group, right? I mean, if you remember, you guys started this group because you did your assessment at the beginning of the year, and you all decided that you wanted to maybe be a little more extroverted and reach out there and build your confidence. And you're saying really that you've met that goal.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I'm proud of you. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Are we all proud of Rachel? Good job, Rachel. Good job. Good job. I'm impressed with that. Anybody else want to share something?
Do you want to go?
I'll go. I've noticed that I'm a lot more comfortable in interacting with the people that I already knew, but I'm also a lot more confident meeting new people and like stepping into new situations, and I don't feel as nervous around new people, but I'm also better at talking to people that I already knew.
So you would say you even grew in your relationships that were already existing.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of improvements in talking to them and listening to them and just
And that's a skill that you don't realize you're going to learn when you join a group thinking you're going to meet new people and how to meet new people. It's also a matter of listening to other people and learning to listen. And I think you guys have really shown that you've grown in that, and that you don't interrupt each other. When we first started, we came up with some rules, and one of our rules was not interrupt each other. And for the first couple of sessions, maybe I had to remind you, let's let them finish. Now that doesn't seem to happen so much anymore. And I'm sure it happens outside of this room, is that you've learned to listen. And a lot of conversations, 90% listening, right? Good job. Good job. Anybody have anything they want to share with Taylor about what she's shared with us?
I just kind of feel the same way. Not so much like my existing relationships. I feel like those were pretty good, but people, I definitely feel comfortable, like I said earlier.
Good job.
That's cool.
Deborah, did you want to share? You feel comfortable?
Yeah, mine kind of ties in with Taylor's. I feel like I'm better at approaching people now. I can like go up to people instead of like waiting for them to come and talk to me first.
That's huge.
Yeah, it used to be a big problem for me, but I can do it now, so that's pretty good.
That's so impressive, right, guys? I remember that Deborah was one of the quiet ones when we started, right? And you'd have to just really pull comments out of her. So to hear you say that you're comfortable being the person to initiate conversations, that's huge for you. How does that make you feel about yourself?
Pretty fucking good.
That's pretty great. Good for you. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that you're proud of yourself. That's huge. A lot of times we look for other people to validate us, but it's just as important, and probably more important, really, that you validate yourself. You need to be proud of yourself. I mean, it's one thing when our parents are proud of us, or a teacher's proud of us, or a coach, but when you can really look at what you've done and say, man, I'm proud of what I've accomplished, that's 10 times more important, right? It's great that you guys have really realized that. So here's another thing that we're going to do today, since it is our last session. I want you to take something physical with you from this sessions. I have 3x5 cards, and I'm going to pass them.
There's two, I have two. There we go.
Okay, and then here's what we're going to do with those, guys. You have a pen ready, sweetheart?
I have a pen, yeah, we're good.
We're going to, at the top, write your name. And here's what we're going to do with it. After you've written your name on it, I want you to pass it. I guess you can go ahead and pass to your right. And we're each going to write something positive or a strength that we've noticed in the person whose name is at the top of the card. We don't want to do anything physicality. No physicality. It's you all have beautiful hair. We all know that. Don't write it. You all wear great clothes. We all know that. Don't write it. Something that they've exhibited that you've taken notice of, or even something that they've improved on since when we first started up till now. So if you guys want to go ahead and pass those. You have a question?
Yeah, can we do one for you too? Because I feel like you've really
Oh, that's
like, leaned
great.
into this, and I think it would be really
Rachel,
cool.
that's so sweet. I'll fill it out for myself. Okay. So remember, we're going to write something that either a strength that we've noticed and recognized in somebody else, or maybe it's something they've shown a lot of improvement, just something really positive about that person. So we're going to go to the right, which would be this way. So really put some thought into this. Write something that is going to make the other person realize that they have made a change, or that there is something positive going on with their lives that maybe they haven't even realized.
Is it anonymous or do you tell them?
You know what? Don't sign your name to it. Good question, Taylor. Just write your thought. To the right. How do you spell people, guys? Is that two P's?
P-E-O-P-L-E.
So it does have two P's, but
Just
not right
right
next to
right
each other.
next to each other.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Let me know when your card gets back to you. Okay. You have your own card back? You flip it over. I don't want you to read it right now. That's tough to do. I didn't realize how hard that was gonna be. Now just take it, fold it in half, and still don't read it. Okay, so this is why I chose index cards. It's because I want you to fold it in half and read it later. And then I want you to keep it with you, and whenever you feel like you need the support that you have found in this group, you can revisit this card and know that you have people who believe in you and support you.
Aww.
And if you need to keep this with you all the time, this is a tangible thing that people who have grown to know you think about you. And sometimes when we don't realize we have strengths, sometimes we realize, or we think we're not gonna be able to get through a day. Somebody believes that you can. Okay? So you keep this with you, okay? Promise? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do one more activity. And that is, I brought treats.
Yay!
I've been eyeing those this entire time.
I know you have. I know you have. So I want to tell you all that I'm really proud of how much progress you guys have all made. I mean, let's face it, when we all walked in here, I didn't know any of you any more than you knew each other. We've come to know each other. You're all really great. And you've all really learned a lot. And I can tell you, because I'm the adult in the room, you'll have no problem making friends from here on out. You really won't. If you really put these skills to use, all the different handouts that we did, all the skills that we learned, all the coping mechanisms that you have in your little toolbox, you can always use those. You have your little card, and you know at least 3 other people at the school now. So I want you to be able to count on each other. And I need to keep track of you myself, so feel free to stop by. And in fact, I'd like you to stop by at some point this week and make an appointment to come by and see me, because I want to get your input on how these sessions went, maybe what I could change, what I could add, because I think this went really well and I would like to offer it to other students. So it'd be really cool, you guys, the first group that did this, it would be really cool to hear from you guys on maybe what could be valuable to other students. So I am now going to give you each a cupcake, and I'll let you choose. And I want to thank you all for exhibiting courage to join a group of people you didn't know. You joined a group of people because you didn't know any people at your new school. So that's really, really brave. A lot of courage. Holy smokes. I'm not sure I could have done it at 15, 16, 17. So I'm very proud of all of you. Hopefully you've resolved most of your issues. We're still learning. You've learned some new things that I hope you succeed as a student and individuals just inside and outside of school. When you get to college, you can use this. If you go on to college and you do track, you can use some of these skills, right? So you can all go on and use these skills outside of school. I'm always here for you. So I want you to come back and see me. I will give, who wants yellow? Yellow is my favorite color too.
Do you want the yellow one? Because I'll take the orange one if you want the yellow one.
Aw, it's okay, I don't need to eat any of them. You guys can have You should take home the leftovers. This is to Deborah. Deborah, you've come so far. You come from walking in the door and going straight over the couch and sitting there and not really taking part in participating. Good job, Deborah. I'm very, very proud of you. This one is for Rachel, who had troubles talking to new people and was scared about every single group that she made herself join, but you still made yourself join them. That's huge. You were scared to do it and still followed through and did it. So I want you to be proud of you. Can you tell me that you are proud of you?
I'm proud of you.
That I'm impressed with you. So I'll give her a hand. And then Taylor, what color would you like?
Ooh, I'm gonna go orange.
Yes, you are. And this is for Taylor, who started our group later than everybody else,
Yeah.
but seemed to fit right in, and in fact, livened up the group when she got here, and telling us the stories of her family and how she got to this school. So we appreciate you joining late, which is hard
It's
to
letting
do.
me join
And
late.
thank you so much. Let's give Taylor a hand. Okay, so let's have our cupcakes. Let's have a good time. We're gonna turn up some music. Enjoy our last session, and then you guys can take off. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.